The words that serve as the title to this drama, "Do not look behind you and do not stand still," were uttered by an angelic messenger of Jehovah to a man and his family who lived in a community that Jehovah had marked for destruction. This man was named Lot, and he lived in the city of Sodom with his wife and 2 daughters. The city of Sodom was to be destroyed because of the gross wickedness of those who lived there. But Lot was not such a man. Peter calls him a righteous man. Why, when he learned that the city was to be destroyed, was it necessary for the angelic messenger to say to him and his family, "Do not look behind you and do not stand still"? What would you have done had you lived in the city? Would you have left immediately when told that the city was to be destroyed? Watch carefully what is now to take place, because Jesus himself said, "Just as it occurred in the days of Lot, the same way it will be on that day when the Son of Man is to be revealed." Observe what occurred as a warning to us.
And Lot was greatly distressed by the indulgence of the law to find people in loose conduct. For that righteous man, by what he saw and heard, while dwelling among them from day to day, was tormenting his righteous soul by reason of their lawless deeds.
I saw the young men you are to marry as I sat in the city gate this morning, and I didn't like what I saw or what I heard. It was like the senseless men of the city that they spoke.
Don't be too hard on them, Lot. It's only since we've come to live in the city that they've come to know anything at all about the true God.
It's been long enough for them to know that the true God does not approve of the wicked things practiced by the men and even the boys of this city. Yet they refuse to break off their association with them.
I would wish that they didn't talk so much about the vile practices of the men of the city. And even when I object...
I know. It disturbs me, too. Why, just yesterday, the one I am to marry started telling me about the 2 men who live in the house next to him. And he spoke as though it were nothing, too. But I changed the subject.
I would postpone their marriage to you, my daughters, even though you have been promised, until some better evidence of their love for God is manifest.
Still, perhaps when they're married, their closer association with us will help them see the wrongness of the people of the city, and perhaps it will join us more fully in our worship of Jehovah. After all, who else is there for our daughters to marry?
Must we continue to live in the city, Father? Sometimes it frightens me.
Where then would you have us live? Would you have us go back to dwelling in tents with the herds and the flocks?
It couldn't be so bad.
Everything there is so impermanent. I know the city is bad, but there are so many benefits in living as we do here. It is so much more secure.
How can you say Sodom is so secure when only a short time after we moved into the city?
That's right, Mother. Even I remember that. When King Chedorlaomer came all the way from Elam with 3 other kings and carried away everything from Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, and from Admah and Zeboim and Bela.
And all of us, too, he carried away.
Well, the kings of these cities of the district rebelled against Chedorlaomer after they had been subject to him for 14 years.
But none of the kings of these cities of the district could save us. Only Abram could, who chased after Chedorlaomer all the way up past Damascus in the strength of Jehovah.
Anyway, that was at least 15 years ago. Nothing like it has happened since. We're safe now.
Mother, how can there be security with the indulgence of these law-defying people and their loose conduct. God, in keeping with the desire of their hearts, has given them up to uncleanness, that their bodies might be dishonored among them.
I know, Lot, but not all of the people are
Do
so...
you think there are as many as 10 men in Sodom who love righteousness?
Most of them are very bad, I know. But the man with whom you've contracted to build houses for our daughters and their husbands when they marry, he isn't like the others.
Has he
At
come to
least...
worship the true God?
Well, no, but...
And yet I have talked to him many times about the God who preserved Noah and his family through the flood, and who has led Abram here into the land of Canaan.
But we don't associate with the people of the city, except to buy all the good things to be found in the marketplace. Where could we get all the choice food, and wine, and beautiful materials for clothing, if we were tenting someplace outside the city?
Perhaps not, Mother, but I wonder, how long can we continue in association with such lawless ones and not be affected by them? Are any of the so-called good things of the city worthwhile in view of the wickedness of the people themselves and the danger to us to become like them? Why, God has given them up to all manner of disgraceful sexual appetites. Both their females changed the natural use of themselves into ones contrary to nature, and likewise even the males have left the natural use of the females and become violently inflamed in their lust toward one another, males with males working what is obscene and receiving in themselves.
What a blessing it is that we have found among these people 2 young men willing to marry in an honorable way, and to speak even of accepting the worship of the true God.
Oh, if they will only continue in this way.
We must hope for the best, and perhaps we must put up with the bad in order to receive the good. Besides, we are no part of the activity of the city and its ways. We can live with them without being affected by them, and still enjoy what the city has to offer.
For how long? And how long will Jehovah continue to hear the cry of complaint about Sodom and Gomorrah and their sin? How very heavy it is. Will he not someday in his wrath sweep it away? And then where will we be?
Consequently, Jehovah said, the cry of complaint about Sodom and Gomorrah, yes, it is loud. And their sin, yes, it is very heavy. I am quite determined to go down that I may see whether they act altogether according to the outcry over it that has come to me. And if not, I can get to know it. The 2 angels from Jehovah arrived at Sodom by evening, and Lot was sitting at the gate of Sodom.
You are strangers to our city, my lord. You have business here?
Only for tonight. Tomorrow we must be on our way.
Please now, my lords, turn aside, please, into the house of your servant, and stay overnight and have your feet washed. Then you must get up early and travel on your way.
No, but in the public square is where we shall stay overnight.
Not so, my lords. It would be most ungenerous of us. Do we not have houses in which you may spend the night?
The gate of the city is broad. And see, We can recline here, and in this way we will not become a burden to you.
No, my lords. You will most certainly come into my house and under the shadow of my roof. You are indeed strangers to Sodom. It would be most unfitting for you to stay in the public square. Are you not new here? And might not your staying in the gate of the city become a matter of shame to us? Not so, please, my lords, for your own safety. Turn aside, please, into the house of your servant, and stay overnight and have your feet washed, and you must get up early and travel on your way.
Let it be then, even as you have said.
Then Lot made a feast for them, and he baked unfermented cakes, and they went to eating.
You have indeed shown to us, as strangers in your city, the spirit of generosity.
And the feast that we have enjoyed at your hand is most welcome.
Am I not your servant, my lords? And is not my home yours while you are with us in the city?
Your wife and your 2 daughters share your spirit of hospitality.
Thank you, my lords.
It will not be forgotten.
But come now. Your journey has been long and you are tired. Let me show you where you may lie down, that you may get up early and travel on your way.
We'll have our way with them. We'll turn them into hands.
It's the men of Sodom, my Lord Lot. They've surrounded the house. From boy to old man. All the people in one mob, Father.
Lot, are you in there? Where are the men who came into you tonight? Bring them out to us, for we would converse with them.
Please, my brothers, go away. Do not raise this disturbance.
Well, then bring them out.
Have not these strangers come here for the night to rest, in order that they may be up early and travel on their way tomorrow?
Not so, Lot. These men have not come to rest. Bring them out to us. Would you keep them both to yourself?
Do not act so badly, my brothers. Please go to your homes. These men have come in peace. Can you not too be peaceable? Go home, please.
Enough of this, Lot. Bring these men out to us that we may have intercourse. Bring them out. Where are those men? We do not want you, Lot. We want the men who came in.
Please, my brothers.
Bring them
Do
out.
not act badly. Please. Here I have 2 daughters who have never had intercourse
We do not
with a
want
man.
your daughter.
Please let me bring them out to you.
We want the men.
It is good in your eyes. Only to these men do not do a thing, because that is why they have come under the shadow of my roof.
Judge us, Lot.
How then
Give us
can I allow any harm to come to them?
this stand back there. He came to reside as an alien, and yet he would actually play the judge? See now how he mocks us. How dare do worse to you than to them.
O Jehovah, may they receive in themselves the full recompense which is due for their bad deeds.
Strike now this people with blindness, please.
I can't see. What happened? What's going on? I can't see. Someone help me, please. The door.
anyone else here, a son-in-law, and your daughters, and all who are yours in the city, bring out of the place.
Bring out? Why?
We are bringing this place to ruin.
To ruin?
Because the outcry against them has grown loud before Jehovah, so that Jehovah sent us to bring the city to ruin.
The whole city?
You are sent by Jehovah. It is God's judgment.
The outcry against them has reached Jehovah.
And when will this be? Is it soon?
You must leave now if you are to be saved.
But it's night time. Tomorrow we will start to get ready.
But, Mother, Jehovah's messenger said we must leave now.
Could he mean right now? Tonight?
Of course not. We can't just leave everything behind. It will take time just to get our belongings together.
I don't think the man meant we were to take everything.
No, he sounded urgent. Besides, suppose the wicked men of the city were to come back. I'm frightened.
But see now, the bread is not ready for tomorrow. I must mix up the dough and put in the leaven, or we will have only unfermented cakes to eat tomorrow also.
If the city is to be destroyed, where are we to go?
You must escape to the mountainous region.
Oh no, my lord, please. Your servant has found favor in your eyes, so that you are showing me mercy in sparing my life, but I'm not able to escape to the mountainous region, for fear disaster may come upon me in the mountains, and I die.
You must not stay anywhere on the plain, or you will die.
Will everyone in the city perish? Old men, little boys and women?
Father, what of our husbands? Are they to perish also with the men of the city?
Go, quickly, and tell those who are yours, for you must leave the city at once.
Hence Lot went on out, and he began to speak to his sons-in-law.
Get up. Get out of this place. Because Jehovah is bringing this city to ruin.
Jehovah is bringing the city to ruin? What are you saying,
Two men came into the city. It was here that I saw them. And at my urging, they came into my house, for they would have spent the night in the public square.
Well?
Then the men of the city began to crowd around the house and speak all manner of obscene things, demanding that I bring out to them the men who had come into my house, demanding that I bring them out because of their lustful passion. But when I refused, the men who had come into my house struck those outside with blindness, so that they were wearing themselves out, trying to find the entrance. Then the men grabbed me by the hand and said, "Do you have anyone else here, son-in-law and your daughters, and all who are yours in the city? Bring out of the place, for we are bringing this place to ruin, because the outcry against them has grown loud before Jehovah, and Jehovah has sent us to bring the city to ruin."
Do you believe what they say? How can two lone men come into the city of Sodom and bring it to ruin? It is nonsense.
See how they repay your hospitality by making sport of you.
No, my sons, but it is indeed the word of Jehovah. Jehovah has heard the cry of complaint about Sodom and Gomorrah, and he is determined to bring the city to ruin. Please come now, that we may all prepare to leave the city together.
Even if we were to believe you, we could not come now. I have contracted to rent a bull for tomorrow to plow and plant my field, and I've already paid over my money.
You speak like one of the senseless men, Lot, and we will not go with you.
Why should we leave this place when nothing like what you say is going to happen? No, we will stay here. Go home, Lot. Get some sleep.
We do not know even if 2 men did come to your house tonight. You're like a man who's lost his senses.
Be gone, Lot, for we will not listen to you.
Mother, do you think we really need all these things?
Father's an old man. He'll need our help. How can we carry so many unnecessary things?
Lot will bring your husbands with him when he returns. They will help us. Of course, they may have things of their own also. Things you will need for your own households when you're married.
Mother, we're escaping for our lives. Should we be so...
Oh, how I wish to see you girls married here in Sodom. This is such a beautiful place. And the houses your father is having built for you. You know, when I married your father, he was living in a tent.
Yes, Mother, but right now...
Perhaps if you marry right away, there may still be time.
Come quickly, for did not the man say that we must go out of this place? Jehovah is bringing it to ruin.
And the ones to whom we're betrothed,
Will they come with us?
They will not come with us.
Oh, I see.
In their eyes I seemed like a man who had lost his senses.
Oh, my.
And you, my daughters, will you stay behind with them?
Is it not better to live with Jehovah than to die with one who has no love for the true God?
We will come with you as Jehovah has commanded.
Then let us go at once.
But I can't leave at once. I haven't yet gathered our belongings.
And how can you carry all those things? We have a long way to travel.
Yes, Mother, the man said we must not only get out of the city, but leave the entire district.
Or else we might perish with those of the city.
Lot, my lord, how can we leave Sodom just like this? Why, our daughters' houses are not even finished building yet, and all the things that we have here in our house. Can we not have time even to pick out some of our more precious belongings?
The movable things that are in the house, do not even pick these up. And do not stop even for your outer garment.
But where are we to go? Surely we can't go all the way to the tents of your herdsmen and shepherds. Perhaps we can go just a little way out of the city.
Mother, you haven't even been listening.
Perhaps our house will not even be destroyed. Did the men not say it's the people that Jehovah is going to destroy?
Look, dawn has ascended. Get up now, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are found here, for fear that you may be swept away in the air of the city.
At once, my lord. Come, girls, help your mother, for we must go at once.
Let me get just these few more things, Lot. Please, my lord.
What would she bring now? Is it anything of importance? Look, the dawn has ascended. Why do you keep lingering? Leave behind even your outer garment. Come quickly.
But I can't leave so quickly. Surely it is reasonable that we be allowed more time. How can we go just like this and leave everything behind?
Escape to the mountainous region, for fear you may be swept away.
Hurry! Escape there, because we are not able to do a thing until you're arriving there.
Come, this way, quickly.
And they proceeded to bring him out, and to station him outside the city.
Escape for your soul. Do not look behind you and do not stand still in all the district.
Must we hurry so?
Must. escape for your soul.
Was it that drew Lot's wife irresistibly back towards Sodom? Material possessions? The good life? Disbelief of Jehovah's warning? Lack of faith in the urgency of the times? Whatever it was, it cost her her life. That is the point of this drama. Jesus himself said it at Luke 17:32. Remember the wife of Lot. He said that after warning us, just as it occurred in the days of Lot. They were eating, they were drinking, they were buying, they were selling, they were planting, they were building. But on the day that Lot came out of Sodom, it rained fire and sulfur from heaven and destroyed them all. The same way it will be on that day when the Son of Man is to be revealed. Do you believe that? Do you believe that the patience of God is now waiting toward this system? That he has held back his destructive powers for our salvation? And that those who get lost in the commonplace routine of life will lose out on the chance for everlasting life when this system ends? Then do not look back and do not stand still. Remember Lot's wife and use the time to preach good news.